All right, let's take a look at your CFU 5.2 Part 2 worksheet. So it's just more practice with what we're doing in the notes. So what I'd like you to actually do is try to do all these problems on this page first before watching the video, and then go back and check to see how you do. All right, so if you've not paused it, pause it now, and then come back. All right. I'm going to start going over them here. So so remember, anything to the power on the exponent, you got to distribute to everything, including the numbers. So 3 squared, 9. X to the 4th squared, x to the 8th. That easy. So I distribute the exponent. So 2 times 3, x to the 6th. 5 times 3, y to the 15th. Next one, 4 to the 3rd power. Use your calculator, but we've done that about 3 times now. It is 64. 6 times 3, 18. 4 times 3, 12. So I get 64, x to the 16th, y to the 12th. All right, now we do it to the fractions. Do it to the top and to the bottom. X to the 3rd, 5 to the 3rd power. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 quarters is $1.25. Sometimes I just kind of use my head when I can. Next, distribute. Again, we're basically multiply the exponents by 7, both top and bottom. So x to the 35th, y to the 21st. Ooh, what if, wow, look at this big one. 3 to the 4th squared. So this is like saying 3 to the 8th. This one's like saying 4 to the 4th. Wow, Mr. Bartz doesn't even know 3 to the 8th power. I'm going to need the calculator for that one. 65, 61. 4 to the 4th I actually know is 256. But just to show you on the calculator, there you go. All right. Ooh, negative exponents. Remember, to make it positive, it goes in the denominator. So I have 1 over 4 to the 2nd power. 4 squared is 16. Okay. Same thing here, 1 over 2 to the positive 5 power, 2 to the 5th power, we did that in a previous example, is 32. So now, with the next one here, we make it positive by flipping the fraction. Then we apply the exponent, so I get 25, 5 squared is 25, 3 squared is 9. All right, the last one's here. Ooh, if we look at the first one, bases are the same, so exponents must be the same. So x must equal 6. All right, 2 to the x equals 4 to the 3rd. 4 to the 3rd power, we've done many a times, is 64. So now the question is, 64 is 2 to what power? So let's see here. 2 to the 5th power, I think, was 32. So if I times it by another 2, that gives me 64. So 2 to the 6th power. So x equals 6. Oh my goodness. So here I have 3 to the x equals 1 over 27. One of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the fraction so I know that it's at least to the negative 1. 27 is like saying 3 to the 3rd power. So 3 to the x is like saying 3 to the 3rd being raised to the negative 1. So 3 to the x equals 3 to the negative 3rd. So x equals negative 3. All right, that takes care of the CFU. Your assignment is to do this worksheet right here, which I'm going to do next, which says finish the sentence. No news is what? All right, so some of these problems actually do some of the things that we were doing yesterday and a little bit of today. You're not going to get a lot of negative exponents here. So I'm going to shrink this just a little bit, because when I shrink it, it's a lot easier to do. I meant to go 100%, but there we go, so that we can do it and see it at the same time. So power to the power means multiply the exponents. So x to the 15th. So right away on the first one, number 1, whoops, is an E. Let's see, 10 problems, it looks like 1 per spot. So Mr. Bartz doesn't have to worry about other issues. So 4 times 7 is x to the 28th. There's x to the 28th, so 2 is S. Ooh, distribute the powers on this one. So x squared to the 4th is x to the 8th. Y to the 3rd to the 4th power is y to the 12th. So x to the 8th, nope, that's not it. X to the 8th, oh, there it's hiding. Wow, the very last one. So for number 3, I get a I. I'm kind of curious what the answer to this one is. Ooh, negative 2 to the 3rd power. So when you put negatives, make sure you put it in parentheses. Raise it to the 3rd power. It's negative 8. And then x to the 5th raised to the 3rd. 5 times 3 is 15. Y to the 3rd power, remember. And if there's no number, it's a 1. So 1 times 3 is 3. So that matches right here. So number 4 is a O. All right, number 5. X to the 3rd times x. Add those exponents. So I have x to the 4th. Oh, wait a second, Mr. Bart's got to be careful here. All right, I'm going to kind of hit a couple backwards spots there. Hopefully, whoops, I accidentally erased the O here, 1 too many spot jumps right there. I didn't see this little exponent, so I got to do that part first. So I have x to the 9th, y to the 6th. Then I'm timesing it by this. So I actually have x to the 10th, y to the 9th. Right? X to the 10th, y to the 9th is a L for number 5. Okay. All right, ooh, gotta watch the exponents on the next one here. So I have x, I gotta raise the first one to the 2nd power. So I have x squared, y to the 10th, and then anything to the 4th power. So let's think about the negative. A negative to the 4th power. I just go negative, whoops, in parentheses, if I go negative 1 and I raise it to the 4th power, it actually becomes positive. So this actually becomes a positive x to the 16th and y to the 16th. So now I got to combine my x's, x to the 18th, y to the 26th. All right, let's see if we find that one. There it is. So number 6 is S. Wow, we have 2 S's right there. All right, I'm going to move this up just a little bit to make it easier for me. Wow, this one's challenging here. We have x to the 18th. Now we have x to the 14th and y to the 8th. And we still have this x to the 3rd y. So let's see, we have 18 and 14 makes 32 plus 3 makes 35. Now I do the y. I have 8 and 1 makes y to the 9th. Wow, that one had a little bit of work to it. So number 7 is an I. Interesting. All right, let's keep on going. So on the next one here, got to watch the signs. A negative to the 3rd power actually stays negative. So I have negative x to the 3rd, y to the 3rd. 2 squared is 4, x to the 4th, y squared. Okay, so as I keep on going here, negative 1, negative times 4 is negative 4, x to the 7th, y to the 5th. So let's see if I can find that one. There it is, P. So, whoops. Oh, I'm sorry. 8 is a P. 4 is a O. I had those in the wrong spots. No wonder why I was kind of a little bit, my mind was kind of going somewhere else. Now I see my mistake. All right, last two. Ooh, 3 to the 3rd power, 27. X squared raised to the 3rd is x to the 6th, y to the 12th. Do the same for the second one. 4 squared is 16, x to the second, y to the 10th. So now I gotta go 27 times 16. 27 times 16, 432. See how many x's here I have? X to the 8th, y to the 22nd. Look at that right there. A B. All right, let's do the last one. Negative 2 to the 5th power. Ooh. So again, just to kind of watch these. Negative 2 raised to the 5th, negative 32. So negative 32, x to the 25, y to the 10th. Negative 3 squared, if I plug that on my calculator, I'll get a positive 9, x squared, y to the 14th. Then the last part here, I still just have this negative x to the 4th, y. So negative 32 times 9 times that negative 1. So I get 288 x to the 25 plus 2 plus 4 makes 31 y to the 10 plus 4 plus 1, 25. Hopefully I added that right. Look at that. M. So our answer to our puzzle is no news is impossible. Oh boy. Not a joke, Mr. Bartz. Oh my goodness. What are we going to do? All right. Hope you enjoyed that lesson. Talk to you later.